Bangladeshi brethren and sisters from all over the world. I can remember different companies organized flights, repatriation flights out of Kuwait, out of India, Malaysia, United States, even Oman, and many other countries, Korea. I cannot, there are more countries. And GSA organizations played a very crucial role in coordinating, ensuring the safe journey. And you guys can also have a look, some of those old photos with people with masks. And at the same time, the first vaccines that came into Bangladesh on different freighters was also supported and serviced by our various GSA organizations in Bangladesh, along with our dedicated team of different airlines, as well as our Bangladesh Biman, our ground handling partner, and the airline cargo departments operating in those difficult times. And I still remember one of the first casualties at Dhaka airport was from the cargo department. We lost our colleagues during those days. And I would congratulate for exceptional services rendered by our airlines and GSA colleagues during that time. And I'd like to remember that by having applause for all of them. And it was not only bringing Bangladeshis, as we all know, there are a lot of foreigners and who are living in Bangladesh. So many of those flights were actually operated from Bangladesh to take them back to their home countries. And just to add that I think today, 25th of May, 25/5/2025, very interestingly, a very beautiful number. So this is the day that you all are present here to witness the inauguration of our new industry platform, which is our much awaited Airline GSA Forum of Bangladesh. The growth in the aviation industry, especially in the last 2 decades, in all over the world, as well as in Bangladesh, is something of an enormous achievement. And that growth is going to take a new shape with our very much in the next few months, hopefully, inshallah, the impending opening of our Terminal 3 terminal at the Hazrat Shahjalan International Airport. And we, as a forum, believe this will be ushering a new level of development in our overall global connectivity out of Bangladesh, which will allow us to grow the overall dynamics and the growth of the business. It will be a catalyst. And we thank the government of Bangladesh and most importantly, the implementing agency, which is the Civil Aviation Authority of Bangladesh, for giving us a generational opportunity with the inauguration, soon to be inaugurated, Terminal 3 in Dhaka, Hazrat Shahjalan International Airport. And to couple with this growth, we in the industry and we all realize that professional and trained hands, human resource, is critical for any industry, but more importantly for our aviation. It's a highly technical and highly time-sensitive work. And one of the focuses, which you will further see in our detailed presentation, that one of the key focus that we foresee as a forum is to help develop the human resource capability of our young brothers and sisters who can contribute in that growth of aviation industry of Bangladesh. And as the industry in the aviation industry evolves, we members of the GSA Forum are committed to advocate and support for a fair and progressive aviation policies of the government to support our industry, as well as help standardize and improve our working standards with global level, and if necessary, exceeding the global standards where possible. And from 2017, I am proud and happy to mention that our industry, alongside the airline industry, the GSA industry has been brought under wonderful regulation enacted in the Civil Aviation Act of 2017, and which translate into our industry, our GSA business, and the airline representation business is now fully monitored and fully regulated by the law and the regulations of Civil Aviation Authority. I am happy to inform you that today there are more than 70 plus, I think I don't have the different online, offline airlines who are doing their business in Bangladesh. And they are represented, all of them are represented by very professional GSA organizations. And today, on the day of our inauguration of our forum, we have 28 member GSA companies representing more than 50 global airlines who has agreed and decided to be part of this forum. And I thank all of them for their initiative and support. And inshallah, in the coming days and the weeks, I believe all airline representation GS organizations will inshallah will volunteer to be part of this game-changing and dynamic industry forum. And we extend our all welcome to all future airline GSAs who are not yet there, but they will, and they will also contribute into our industry. And I give them a warm welcome to expand their business into Bangladesh. Having said that, I again want to thank all of you for taking on a working day this important time out of your busy schedule and help us be encouraged and motivated for this crucial industry of our country. And I thank our chairman, our guardian, chairman of our Civil Aviation Authority of Bangladesh, to take his valuable time to be present and help us encourage this growth of our aviation industry. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much. And may Allah give us the strength to take the industry forward. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you so much, Mr. Walid, for your inspiring words and a warm welcome. And we're very happy to have our honorable guardian and our very special guest. I should say he's our chief guest, the guardian of our industry and regulator, the honorable chairman of the Civil Aviation Authority of Bangladesh, Air Vice Marshal Mohammad Manzoor Kabir Bhuiya with us. Please give a big round of applause for our honorable guest. So we are about to start our another significant part of this event, but before starting now, I would like to request, ladies and gentlemen, we now come to a defining moment of this evening, the official unveiling of the Airlines GSA Forum logo. But before starting the segment, I would like to request all the esteemed members of the GSA Forum presented here tonight to kindly come up on stage for this segment. I'd like to request the members of the GSA Forum here to be on stage for the unveiling segment. Let's welcome all of our guests on stage with a big round of applause. We're starting the countdown first. Okay. 6, 5, 4, 3, 3. Wait a second. We want to ensure that all the members of our GSA forum on stage. So we may start the countdown segment again, okay? Two. And our logo is here. Please give a big applause for the GSA forum of Bangladesh. Congratulations to all. This is just the beginning of an exciting journey. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much, sir, for unveiling the logo. I would like to request our all members to take their designated seats again. Now, to give us a deeper insight into the mission, vision, and roadmap of the GSA Forum, I would like to invite Mr. Muzaffar Haq and Ms. Wamia Wali to present a comprehensive overview. Please welcome on stage Mr. Muzaffar Haq and Ms. Wamia Wali. Please give a big round of applause for them.
Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon, respected guests, our Honorable Chairman of Civil Aviation Authority, our ambassadors and high commissioners, excellencies, as well as our GSA owners and colleagues. Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon. Thank you for coming here today, for sacrificing your valuable time and to be with us in this event of ours. Before I dive in, I would like to introduce why this forum and why now. Technologies, we have to get used to it sometimes. But we are making a practice. We're going to make you clap throughout this presentation, if you guys don't mind. As it's a new trend that we have started in our. Sorry, I think I need some help. There you go. Amazing. So the GSA Forum is nothing but a platform. It's a platform where we're bringing together over 50 plus companies that are representing about 70 plus airlines. As we all know, aviation industry is the heart of any country. It is the backbone, and it is also backbone for our two major industry, the garment sector, as well as our migrant workers, our migrant worker sector. So after all these 33 years, we have decided to come together and create a platform for collaboration and platform for research, platform for understanding and advocacy of policies. Before we go into our mission, vision, and all the boring stuffs, why don't we look at what GSS do? Because it is extremely important. With all the clouds over here, we'd like to clarify what is it that we do and why is it important. We manage and assist sales and distribution of services determined by airlines that we represent. So whatever we do it for the airline. Delivering ticketing, reservation, and customer support as per airline policies, guidelines, SOPs, and terms and conditions. We engage with trade partners and regulatory bodies on behalf of our airlines that we represent, and we're entitled to do. So, prepare financials and regulatory reports and assist in fund repatriation. It's an extremely important aspect of this industry. For airline to sustain, it must have its cash flow on points. For that, we are here. We help airlines to ensure the cash flow is going there on the right time for it to run. Assist in airport operation and cargo handling, as well as assist foreign airlines in complying with local laws and regulation. Being a foreign company, it is often very difficult to understand local laws. So we're here. We're here to support airlines in many ways possible to understand the local laws and comply so that they don't run into any troubles during the time and operation in Bangladesh. Now, I'd like Wamia to hop in and help us with the mission and vision, as well as our objectives of this organization, please.
Thank you so much, Muzakkar. Assalamu alaikum. I would like to first thank you all for coming. As we stand here today, we have a very clear vision of the forum. We would want to be the leading advocate, the trusted facilitator, and the driving thought leader for the airline representation industry in Bangladesh. We also have a very clear mission statement to build a collaborative and forward-looking aviation ecosystem in Bangladesh. Our goal is to bring forth all GSAs under one professional forum, an inclusive platform dedicated to promoting progressive aviation policy, fostering professional development, and driving sustainable market expansion. Thank you. As we lay foundation of this forum, we also have very clear objectives. But in order to inaugurate, we are equally committed to our people by organizing training programs, professional seminars, workshops. Will enhance capabilities, industry professionals, ensuring that we remain capable and competitive and globally aligned. Bangladesh holds immense potential as an aviation hub, especially with the inauguration of T3 just around the corner. We would like to promote Bangladesh as an aviation hub to the international aviation community and airline partners working to increase connectivity and collaboration. Our aim, most importantly, is to represent all GSAs as a unified platform to represent interests of GSAs and the wider aviation community. Through a collective voice, we intend to foster collaboration and strengthen our foundation aviation industry. We recognize the vital role of policy in shaping the aviation landscape. That is why we hope to engage constructively with governmental and regulatory stakeholders to advocate for fair and progressive aviation policies. Finally, and importantly, we would support and complement governmental initiatives and aim at developing and modernizing our aviation industry. Now coming to our values. Similar to our objective, we also have a deep sense of values. Our first and foremost, we believe in people centricity. We are committed to prioritizing integrity and mutual respect and growth of our human capital. It is our people in the industry, their skill, dedication, and values from whom the backbone of the industry is made. Transparency as ethics is very important to us. In an increasingly competitive market, we believe responsible representation, fair sales practices are not only good business, but essential to building long-term trust and credibility. We are equally mindful of our environmental responsibilities. Future of aviation should be sustainable, and we look forward to advocating greener practices that align with global efforts. Collaboration is at our core. We believe in dialogue, open, respectful, and inclusive, to hear and to be heard from all our valued stakeholders. And finally, we champion innovation. As the landscape rapidly evolves of the aviation industry, we must embrace technology, enhancing how we serve, how we sell, and how we can connect in the world. And that being said, I would like to pass on to Muzakkir again, who will expand the ever-changing and dynamic Bangladesh aviation industry.
All these mission, vision, all this work, hard work, and this platform, what is it for? It is actually for a greater cause. What is the greater cause? Well, to be honest, this industry is contributing about $1.4 billion to this economy. It is catering to 13 million diasporas that are living abroad. It is catering to 12 million passengers that we carry every year. Not only that, it has fostered 55 bilateral relationships with 55 countries. That has enabled us to serve 30 destinations directly through 36 airlines. Besides that, we're also helping our garment industry. Don't forget about that. There's over 250,000 tons of cargo or more we're uplifting every year. Not only that, we're also helping the SMEs. There are about 4,800 companies, small and medium enterprises that are involved with this industry. And that we're catering to we're complying with, as well whom we're assisting throughout our journey as a GSA. We're also indirectly and directly employing over 115,000 people in this industry. This industry serves as the cornerstone for one of the biggest foreign currency earners of ours, that is remittance. Not only that, it is also aiding the garment industry. How so? Let us dive into the remittance aspect. About 55 to 60% of the movement is towards Middle East. It's a very big market from where we're getting 50% of our $22 billion remittances. That is roughly about $10 billion coming from there. How are we aiding this? We're facilitating transport so that these individuals can go and remit money. That is not only helping their families, their societies, and their neighbors, but also helping the economy. This industry is facilitating about 15 to 20% movement towards Southeast Asia, from where we're getting about 12% of our remittances. Beside that, there's also the long-haul market, which we can never forget. Our non-residential Bangladeshis living there, sending roughly 30% of the remittances that are coming into Bangladesh, with 15% in Europe, 15% from Europe, and 15% from North America. See how it is helping the remittance, how it is helping our economy? This is what facilitates the remittance that comes in. So this has to be taken care of diligently with proper manner. So that's why we think that this forum is extremely important for us, because we know how the trade is done. We know how to take care of it like a baby, that it should be taken care of so that our remittance keep coming. If we digest even further, if we see the passenger segmentation, we can see about 40% is employment traffic. Again, the backbone of our economy. Like I said in the earlier slides, how we're exporting about 250,000 tons of cargo export-import, which is actually facilitating our garment industry. Another second contributor to our economy in terms of foreign currency, where this 40% that we cater to is also contributing. Beside that, we're enabling businesses and corporates to travel the world, see the world, and explore all the opportunities that there is, to bring in technical know-how, to bring in trade and commerce into this country. We're also working with leisure traffic. After all these busy days, you need to go out, you need to travel, you need to relax, you need to go to the spas, you need to go to the nice resorts. And how would they blow off this steam, all these entrepreneurs and all these people who are working hard for this country? It's by leisure travels, and that is what we're also facilitating. Other than that, again, religious traffic is extremely important, which is we facilitate Umrah and Hajj, which is again, it's one of the pillars of Islam that majority of the population adhere to in Bangladesh. Again, we have other traffics as well, medical, student, and others, which we are facilitating through this industry. Now you know why we are here, because this industry needs to be taken care of. This industry needs to be nurtured, and it has to be developed, not only for the beneficiaries of the GSAs or the employees of the industry, but for the greater economy. Because remittances we need to make sure remittances come in, because that is contributing $20 billion to our economy, and we need to make sure that we're exporting garments, which is contributing about $60 billion to our economy. This $80 billion, although it is in terms of the total GDP is very small, it's about 30 to 40% contribution, where 60% is coming from service sectors. But this is what keeps the economy running. This is what keeps us giving the dollar through which we can buy and sustain our local economy. So what is our roadmap? Our roadmap is very simple. First, short terms. Before we go to our long-term goals, we need to think about our short terms. We need to launch a website. That is extremely important for us. Today, you have seen only a handful of members here. Some of the members are traveling, some of the members are not here, and some of the members are on the process of joining. So we need to expand our membership. Like we said in the beginning, right? There's about 70 airlines that are being represented by 50 companies, where there are about more than 100 or 150 investors investing in this industry. So we need to bring everyone here. Midterm, something that is very important. As we said, it is a catalyst and a foundation for the bigger industries that we cater to. We need to do white papers and publications, because there's a lot to be done. There's a lot of improvements there to be done. And this is something we can do once we unite, because every single GSAs in Bangladesh comes with different sets of skills, knowledge, and as well as statistics that we can contribute to this forum and collaborate to give a better result, for better output, for better operation, for betterment of this country. Beside that, our annual summit is something is very important for us, and also join the Global Federation for GSAs. FEDSA, I don't know how to pronounce it.
FedExa.
FedExa,
Yeah.
right? FedExa membership, exactly. And in long term, like we said in the beginning, human development is extremely important. Working with these airlines, working closely with this airline sets us apart. Because today I'm very thankful to companies like Bata, Nestle, and etc. We don't call them companies; we call them institutions, because they taught us how to make good shoes and sell shoes. Nestle taught us how to make process food products and how to sell products. And when we Bangladeshis having multiple airlines that couldn't sustain, working with airlines helps us teach new culture, new ways of doing business that we can bring in here and translate and bring in here and use it in Bangladesh. So that is extremely important for us. We can be the bridge between the global companies and Bangladeshi companies to train the workers and to train the human capital that we need for this industry that is our heart, pumping blood all throughout our country. And last but not least, Bangladesh with the third terminal is setting to be an aviation hub. Let's be honest, we are geographically in a very ideal place where 4 to 5 hours to ASEAN and 4 to 5 hours to Middle East. We are a perfect bridge between these two destinations. So with us and with our collaborative effort, we can make this very much possible. Another main goal of ours, this platform of ours didn't come from the thin air. It actually came from 33 years long of platforms that have existed in Geneva. It's called FEDSCA, if I'm pronounced it right. Again, sorry. It is a non-profit trade body. It is a platform for global GSAs to come together, and it has been in existence for 33 years. What it does, it works with practical support, legal counsel, it works with referrals and exclusive contracts. Not only that, it provides statistics, information, as well as newsletters that gives us a lot of articles on the industry. It hosts AGMs, business conferences for networking and yearly planning. Again, more collaborations. And this is something we aspire to be a member of so that we can connect our local GSAs with global GSAs to have a greater impact in this economy and in this country. But all our hard work is not something that we do by ourselves alone. There are major players, organizations, authorities, and regulatory bodies that are continuously supporting us. We must not forget, and we must recognize that Civil Aviation Authority of Bangladesh, the Honorable Chairman is here, has been contributing to this industry significantly. And I highly respect what you and your organization have done, sir. We'd also like to pay our respect to Bangladesh Bank, helping the airlines, facilitating with the remittance of the surplus fund. We'd also thank the National Revenue Board of Bangladesh, NBR. And the taxes that are generated are all going to help aiding our economy as well. We'd like to thank Bangladesh Airlines for leading the way of this aviation industry. We'd also like BIDA, the Civil Aviation Ministry of Civil Aviation and Tourism, Ministry of Religious Affairs, Ministry of Expatriate Welfare and Overseas Employment, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and as well as Board of Airlines Representative of Bangladesh. So can we have a round of applause for all these stakeholders that helping us day and night? You have made this industry is here only for your contribution. We did play a role, but your contribution is significant, and that must be recognized at all time and at all cost. Thank you very much, and we appreciate your effort in this. Thank you very much. This is what we're trying to do, and this is what we're trying to achieve. I hope and I sought your support in this, what we're trying to do. I believe with all your support, all the stakeholder supports, and everyone who's in here, if you can help us, we can build a great industry in this country. And it is very much possible. With the human capital that we have and the things that we are trying to do, if there's a right bridge, we'll be able to achieve far greater things in Bangladesh. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Muzakkar Haq and Ms. Wamia Walid, for sharing the deeper insight into the mission, vision, and the roadmap of GSA Forum. Thank you so much again. Now, I would like to request a well-known name in the travel and aviation media of Bangladesh, Mr. Wahidul Alam, editor of the Bangladesh Monitor, to share a few words on behalf of the media community. Please welcome on stage a very well-known name, Mr. Wahidul Alam.
Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening to you all. This is really a momentous occasion. Finally, we have seen the GSA authorities have come forward to form their common platform for the development of the airline industry in Bangladesh. Heartiest congratulations to this initiative, and I would like to thank the organizers who have taken the initiative at long last, and they have made it possible today. Well, the Bangladesh aviation industry is growing in a rapid pace, but the way our aviation culture should have developed, I think that has not been done accordingly. If you look at the human resource development, Walid was just telling about the human resources. I mean, like say we are saying 37 airlines are operating here in Bangladesh. But I mean, I think there is a scarce shortage of proper human resources. We don't have any recognized training institute in Bangladesh. Not a single IATA approved academy in Bangladesh. This is very shame for us. I mean, if you look at India, there are dozens of IATA approved institutions, but in Bangladesh, we have none as yet. So we need to focus on development of human resources. The people, I mean, who are serving the industry at the moment, I mean, at certain point of time, they will go, but to replace them, I mean, we are not giving proper attention. So I think when you have given your roadmap, I mean, GSA forum, you should have even more focus on the development of human resources in the country. Without proper human resources, we can do nothing. So that's, I think you should think about that. I mean, how we can develop the human resources for taking care of the growth that we are foreseeing in next 10 years. We know, I mean, we have currently about 12.5 million passenger movements, but as per IATA forecast, I mean, it is going to go double in next 10 years. That is, it will be 35 million in 25 million in next 10 years time. So how we are going to tackle this? How we are going to manage this? We have to plan in advance. I mean, that's how the body like GSA Association, because you are the persons who are facing the difficulties in running the shows. You are facing the everyday, I mean, pain in running the show. So you know how to handle this situation. So you should accordingly, I mean, go forward and see how we can achieve this goal. We have to build up a proper aviation culture in the country, which we lack very much. We don't have that kind of a practice in the aviation industry here, which can lead us for better future, better understanding, better communication between the aviation personalities, I mean, people in the industry who are, I mean, serving the industry. So we need to focus on that. Aviation culture has to be developed. And moreover, I mean, in a country like Bangladesh, I mean, we have a lot of, different opinions, but I mean, we have to have one common idea for development of an industry. We can see in aviation industry, in airline industry, if you look at the travel agencies, OTAs, and other stakeholders of the industry, I mean, that is always some kind of a controversy between themselves. this does not help the industry. So in order to have a congenial atmosphere in the industry, we should have better understanding among the stakeholders, and we should look into all, personal initiatives. Some have to come forward to take the initiative. And finally, I'd like to say is that, you, the GSA owners, you have formed a new platform, but don't take it as your platform for your commercial interest. You should think of the interest of the general travelers. You should see how you can develop, how you can uplift the interest of the travelers. Our travelers, as you say, we have just seen, 40% of our travelers are, ethnic labor movement. So these people, they don't know, they don't speak, they don't complain, but we are not caring about their interest. So we should be more careful to our foreign earners who are earning foreign currencies for the country, and their interest is always, we see it in a different way. So I think GSA Association Forum should be more active, proactively help these people who are sometimes illiterate or who don't know the right of about their own rights and privileges. So you should be proactively helping them in providing them the privileges that they should get. So with these few words, I'd like to once again congratulate the organizers of this great event. And it's a great, exciting formal announcement, formal launching. I wish you all the best in future, and we are always with you. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wahidul Alam, editor of the Bangladesh Monitor, for sharing his words with us. Now, I'd like to request Mr. Imran Asif, CEO of Air Astra Limited, to share his message on behalf of Bangladesh Airlines operators. Please give a big round of applause for Mr. Imran Asif, CEO of Air Astra Limited.
Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening. I would like to thank the organizers for inviting me here, with special gratitude to Walid Bhai for spearheading the formation of this forum of the Airline GSAs, which I personally believe is a very timely move. Over the past few months, we have observed with deep concern that certain quarters with vested interests have made very questionable moves to undermine the role, function, and the contribution of the Airline GSAs in Bangladesh. Such moves are being made to push Bangladesh back and in turn to limit the country's economic growth. This is a very disturbing reality that warranted the coming together of the all airline GSAs here, which is exactly what this forum is bringing to reality. I sincerely hope that this forum will not only work for the collective cause of the GSAs, but also strive to ensure that the rights of the millions of passengers are protected. Wishing every success to Airline GSA Forum of Bangladesh. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Imran Asif, for your valuable words. At this stage, I would like to request Mr. Bokshi Mohammad Taib, Commercial Manager of Qatar Airways, to share his message on behalf of the airlines community. Please welcome on stage Mr. Bokshi Mohammad Taib, Commercial Manager of Qatar Airways.
Assalamu alaikum. A very good evening. I'd like to thank the chief guest, excellencies, and the guests from all the stakeholders from Airline GSS and the media partners. Thank you very much for coming on this event. And we are really proud to see such an event where such a platform has been introduced, where all the GSAs have come into one platform to serve the country, to serve the nationals of Bangladesh, and to help the airlines to support the Bangladeshi nationals and the team forward. This was highly required for a safe and healthy environment of this industry. We want a safe place for work. Yes, remittance is very important part for both coming and going. That's why we need help from the National Bank. And also we need help from the regulatory bodies to run the show in such a manner so that we can peacefully work here. And we follow the regulatory bodies, all the instructions. So I think this platform will help the airlines to move forward and will help the countrymen and the people coming from abroad and going abroad. And also I would like to request the stakeholders who can support the inbound traffic, which is very much required. We have high demand for outbound, and we need to have the proper infrastructure for the Bangladesh tourism board so that the people come to Bangladesh as a safe and scenic beauty to see the country is a beautiful place, and we have historical and very heritage for the hospitality. And that will help us, our airline industry, with a full load for outbound and inbound. Always we compare with India and other countries where they can support because they have both the ways traffic. And we are lacking in that. So we need to support, we need help from the stakeholders and the Bangladesh government as well, from the tourism board, if they can support for the tourist attractive country so that people can come see the Bangladesh's beauty. And thank you very much. I hope all the stakeholders will help on that. And we are always supportive. We will be with you with this forum. And thank you for this Airline GSA Forum of Bangladesh. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tai, for your reflection of words and for your presence as well. Now we move to a series of brief but meaningful addresses from our friends in various communities who have always stood beside us. First, a few words from distinguished guests from the banking community. May I request Mr. Sheikh Mohammed Maroof, Managing Director and CEO of Dhaka Bank Limited, to speak a few encouraging words for us. Please welcome on stage Mr. Sheikh Mohammed Maroof, Managing Director and CEO of Dhaka Bank Limited.
Good evening, everyone. I'm glad to be here because, probably it's the first time we're having such kind of forum for GSAs, and I think it's high time that we should have it. People do talk about a lot of things about the importance of aviation. I think it's needless to say that, for a country's growth, the importance of transportation aviation is immense. I don't see aviation as a mode of transport only. It fosters your growth, economic growth, trades. It increases engagement with international bodies. Like with the kind of growth we have in income, with the kind of growth we see the diasporas, Bangladesh, outside country, tourism, I strongly believe that is going to be a very important aviation hub for the rest of the region. I mean, if you look at it that way. Aviation is something that it connects us. If you look at it connects with the country to the skies. So Bangladesh being a country, me being in a banking industry, I can see the increasing importance of people in Bangladesh. Income is income. If you look at it, it's probably the 9th largest consumer income in the world. Right now, it's probably top 30th GDP in the world. So people's interest in Bangladesh economy is increasing day by day. I see every day number of people are flying to Bangladesh. They are showing their interest in Bangladesh. What it tells me in terms of your aviation business, more number of people are coming to Bangladesh. More tourists are coming to Bangladesh. We do talk about 13 million people who are working outside Bangladesh as a remittance. if you look at it, we often talk about that probably garments is the most important revenue earning generous. But I tend to differ with that number. If you see, we earn 50 million RMG. Of that, we can retain only 30% of that, which is like how much? $15 billion. Whereas $30 billion is only retained within the country. If you convert that to a GDP, a number of RMG, you're talking about 90 to $95 billion of RMG export, right? So importance of our remittance people, the people who are working outside, me being in the banking industry, which is known as a service industry, aviation is similar kind of service industry. And I see, I mean, the service needs to, I mean, I think through this forum, I mean, it may go in favor of the aviation guy, it may not, but the service needs to improve significantly. We must, the people, we only talk about that remittance people, the poor people that are coming in and going out of country, but what have we done for them? We only applauded them and we only say that they're the most important. But if you go to the airport, just look at how miserable they are when they're coming and going out. So I think through this platform, since we understand the importance of remittance people that who are working outside, we should do something for them in terms of their comfort, in terms of their service, in terms of the amount of money they spend on every year on airline ticket. It's often been told that we pay high amount of ticket fare. I don't have the number to verify that, but I think you being in the industry later, we being in the industry, you should work hard to see how we can make these things easy and most affordable for our poor people who are working outside. I see Bangladesh being a developing country where per capita income is increasing every year. The tourism, the number that we have seen that 25% are tourists is going to increase more and more. The more you have, the more you can spend outside, the more you need to spend for your own luxury and travel and leisure stuff. So these numbers will increase. So the point I'm trying to say that the number that we're seeing right now is not reflective of the true potential of this market. It's an economy of 170 million people. Economy is growing at its real pace and is being doing for the last 15, 20 years. So I think Bangladesh has a tremendous prospect in this area. And me being in banking, I was very happy to say that I was involved in Biman's first procurement of Dreamliner. I was happy to be a part of that because I believe in the industry and the kind of population working outside. Any aviation industry, aviation business in Bangladesh will do excellent if they do it rightfully. I must say, it's the right time that we formed this. I must thank my friend Wally for inviting me here, right? I'm happy to see all the good names and known faces here, right? So at end, I must say that I would like to commend the initiation of this GSA Forum Bangladesh. The vision that has been worked behind in formation of this, I'm truly rightfully done, timely done. I'm wishing all the success, and I strongly believe let's fly together higher with trust, collaboration, and shared ambition, and take Bangladesh to a newer height. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sheikh Mohammed Maruf, for your thoughtful remarks. Now it's my absolute honor to invite the guardian of our industry and regulator, the Honorable Chairman of the Civil Aviation Authority of Bangladesh, Air Vice Marshal Mohammad Manzoor Kabir Bhuiya, to address the audience. Please welcome on stage our chief guest, the guardian of our industry and regulator of the Honorable Chairman of the Civil Aviation Authority of Bangladesh, Air Vice Marshal Mohammad Manzoor Kabir Bhuiya.
Honorable Ambassador and esteemed members of the Diplomatic Corps, official of Civil Aviation Authority of Bangladesh, distinguished owners of general sales agencies, managers and representatives of airlines operating in Bangladesh, esteemed bankers handling airlines remittances, leaders of FBCCI, and heads of industry associations, ladies and gentlemen present, Assalamu alaikum, and very good evening. On the very onset, I'd like to start with on a lighter note. Anytime I go for a speech or anything, my daughter always reminds me that you'll always read things from your notebook or from the script. Otherwise, you talk too much. You talk good, but you talk too much. So I always try to remember her words, and I try to go on my written speech first, and thereafter, if I have to say something, I will say. Then probably I'll follow her as well, and also follow my feelings. Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a great honor for me to present here today as the chief guest at this distinguished occasion, and particularly feeling very honored because it's the launching of Airlines GSA from first of its kind in Bangladesh, and I hope that is going to succeed and fulfill the jobs that is destined for. Especially the speaker said about the short, medium, and long-term goals. I would like to really see that those goals are being fulfilled and gradually not become an organization acting as a pressure point for getting their demands and other things, but to work for the development of the country as well. I'm eagerly pleased to extend my sincere welcome to all of you at this significant gathering, which brings together esteemed stakeholders and partners from across the aviation sector. Your valued presence reflects your shared commitment to building a more robust and resilient aviation sector in Bangladesh. Ladies and gentlemen, this aviation industry plays a pivotal role in our country's connectivity as well as the economic growth. Since our independence, international airlines operating in Bangladesh have relied on the support and expertise of general sales agents, many of whom are present here today. With the enactment of Civil Aviation Act 2017, the framework guiding foreign airlines operations has been further strengthened, ensuring that every foreign carrier partners with a company fully owned by Bangladeshi nationals. This policy not only protects our national interests, but also empowers local businesses. Despite their essential contributions, general service agents in Bangladesh have long operated without a unified body to represent them, making it difficult to address common issues, share best practices, work in coordination with the government as well as the regulatory stakeholders. Today's launch of Bangladesh GSA Forum is therefore a historic step, one that seeks to fill the long-standing void and bring structure, voice, and vision of the total GSA community present here. The objectives of this forum are both ambitious and timely. At its core, the forum aspires to serve as a unified platform representing the collective voice of all the general sales agents operating within Bangladesh. Ladies and gentlemen, this unity is essential for effective engagement with the regulatory bodies, including the Civil Aviation Authority of Bangladesh, to advocate for aviation policies that are fair, progressive, and aligned with international standards. Moreover, the forum seeks to foster a culture of collaboration and mutual learning among the GSAs. By sharing our experiences, insights, and industry intelligence, GSAs can elevate their operational standards and build a more professional and competitive sector. The forum also aims to organize regular training, seminar, and workshops. And one of our editor from Monitor, he was just saying this is the place where we lack. We have developed, we are flourishing, we are going forward, but we have very less importance on manpower development, which is needed in the industry, and we are lacking in greatly in that perspective. And not a very good organizations still exist to train these people or build these human resources that we need. This is a need of time of today. Most importantly, this platform envisions positioning Bangladesh as a strategic aviation hub. One of you speakers told here, I'll talk to you about this later. A vibrant, efficient, and attractive gateway for global airlines. By working together, the GSS can contribute to shaping a new era of connectivity and economic opportunity for our country. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to extend my sincere appreciation to the GSS and also airline managers who have remained committed to the development of this industry. To the esteemed members of the Diplomatic Corps, we are thankful for your ongoing cooperation and also look forward to strengthening these international ties. To our banking partners, your role in facilitating smooth and transparent remittances is crucial and greatly valued. We know that after the COVID, there was a problem in banking sector because remittances were taking time to send, actually 6 to 8 months and more. And that was one of the reasons why the pricing of the tickets went high. So now that it is coming back to normal and the fuel price has reduced, I would like to express that the pricing of tickets also should be reduced to a great extent. I also urge the FBCCA and industry association leaders present here to extend their support in nurturing this forum and also help in thriving as an integral part of our national economy. To my colleagues at Civil Aviation Authority of Bangladesh, let this new chapter serve as a call for even deeper collaboration with all stakeholders. Our goal is shared to develop an aviation sector that is competitive, inclusive, and as well as future ready. Let us move forward with unity, determination, and vision towards a brighter and more connected Bangladesh. Now, I was listening to many of the speakers and many of the things I picked up. I talked about the few speakers, like the lady was talking here. You are here, right? She talked about a very important point about the aviation ecosystem. Now, I understand you know what is the aviation ecosystem, and to me it is a complex thing of mixing of entities as well as the process. So if you make these two things, that becomes aviation ecosystem, and it encompasses everything that aviation has. That starts from aircraft, that aircraft starts from industry, that starts from even food supply, fuel supply, the maintenance crew, airlines, and everything. All these things comprising actually aviation ecosystem. And if you make this ecosystem efficient, each and every one of this system has to work and function very precisely and meticulously. Then we are going to go forward. That is what is aviation ecosystem to my understanding. And here there are many places we need to work, and there are places that we need to work very hard to make this system together. Okay, so that's the thing you have to remember. All of us, you have to remember. You have to play your part, your bit. The pie of your portion has to be completed to make a bigger pie or make a bigger success for us. So aviation ecosystem, very well said. Each and every organization, like including GSA, including any other organization related with the aviation, comprising the aviation ecosystem, that everyone has to work hard, and then we'll get the success, and we'll take this economy of this country forward, and we'll go forward as well. The second speaker who was speaking here, talking very fluently, and here he was also saying that short-term, medium, mid-term, and long-term goal, where long-term goal, you said that we would like to have aviation hub in Bangladesh very soon. We would like to have as well. So for that, we are preparing ourselves. I'll give you some examples. Do you have a mic or anything? So what we are doing for the aviation industry so far, after I take over, okay, can you hear me? After I take over, the following serious things that we did for the aviation industry, you see, very first thing, we have given more importance to our operations sectors, operations. So we are making the facilities available, equipments available for all the operational activities of Bangladesh, giving more emphasis to the operations so that everywhere operations goes very fine. You see, Dhaka airport, we have already have the ILS Cat 2 that will actually, during the winter, many of the aircrafts that goes to different way because of they cannot land here, but with the ILS Cat 2, they'll be able to land, and it is going to be operational in 10-15 days now from here. Number one. Number two, we have developed the CNS ATM radar. Thank you very much. We have a system to automated system. This radar, the Bangladesh, all the activities of the Bangladesh and aircraft flying all over, and also the ground after landing, the whole system will be automated. So what is going to do? We will have now manual systems available now. That will increase the frequency of the aircraft. We can handle now more number of aircraft than we used to. So this system is into operations now, and we are already working on it. Every day we are working few hours, and gradually we are transferring to the system. And by the end of October, by October 1st, the whole system will be completely operational. Means more number of traffic, more flow, shorter runway time, and all this. we have developed the third terminal, and inshallah we are working very hard. Me, my member ops, member finance, member admin, member ATM, member admin, all of us, we are working day and night to bring it into operation, the third terminal. And hopefully at the end of this year, we'll bring it into operations. All the efforts are on, and we are working day and night for this. With this third terminal, it's not a terminal only. We just see third terminal is a building. It's not a building only. It's a complete airport system. You have to understand, minus the runway, because it's the complete building with these boarding bridges and all the internal facilities, equipments, and everything with that. We have the connectivity from the city areas with the flyovers, connected with that complex flyovers. Okay, we have the terminal, full terminal to operate all international flights coming to Bangladesh from that terminal. We have the ICT, new ICT, that is import cargo terminal, fully automated system, one of the latest in the world now. And we have the ECT, export cargo terminal, much bigger one. That is also fully automated system, and 4 to 6 times bigger than the current system. So together, this whole system will be 6 times bigger. So what is going to give us more number of cargo processing will be done from here, from Bangladesh, and we'd like to ferry our cargo, carry our own cargo. We don't need to depend to anybody else for carrying our cargo. And we make sure that anybody is working outside Bangladesh, they'll be able to eat their vegetables from Bangladesh now. So everything will go from here. Our people in Middle East will eat vegetables from Bangladesh, maybe Kerala. Okay, so they feel good, and we are going to make it. And for making that happen, for reducing the cost, actually, Civil Aviation Authority of Bangladesh as well as Biman, we are trying to reduce the cost of per kg cargo. As well, you have seen the fuel price has been reduced tremendously. So all this together, ground handling, civil aviation charges handling, there will be a significant decrease in our carrying cost. There will be significant decrease in carrying cost, and it is all being done keeping in mind that we should be able to